后面可以开一下后面的灯，可以开一下后面的灯，才不会后面同学那么暗，可以吗？OK， 好，好，我先擦一下黑板，好，等我一下。Okay, good afternoon everyone. It's time for our class. So we have one classmate Yu Qian online with us here, and also we will record our class for our distance learning students, okay, in Ukraine. Okay, so today is week 15. 学期也很快哈，接近尾声了。So we still have about 2 weeks before your final presentation, and also the final week will be your paper-based exam. Okay, so once again, I would like to remind you, you can go to the Google Classroom. Okay, 所以同学们， 第17周会是同学的上台的英语口说 presentation。OK， 那上礼拜已经有跟同学说那个说明规则啦，也有 po 在那个 Google Classroom 上面，同学可以上去确认哈。So you need to hand in your final presentation script next Tuesday。OK， 所以同学还有1个礼拜多，可以先把你们的下礼拜，也就是期末上台的讲稿，可以先准备啦。Okay, so it can be individual or group presentation. So you can have about 2 to 5 people a group, or you can give an individual short talk. Okay, so the topics is based on what we learned in the second half of the semester. So you can give an individual short talk about these daily life experiences, or you can have a group role play conversation. So you can make use of all the conversation skills we have learned or we are going to learn in the second half of the semester, and then try to think of the situation. For example, you may be students or friends who are going abroad, or you are watching movie together, or you are going to different places to travel. Then you can think about the situations and make of a dialogue, role play.OK， 可以哈，所以同学可以是团体的。So you can see more details on Google Classroom for the group role play situations. Here is the list of the topics we have learned, or we are going to learn today and next week. And also here is the list of topics for your ideas about your final individual speech.可以哈，所以同学可以去再思考一下，那这1、2个礼拜有空可以跟同学讨论一下，看你要形成小组，然后演一个情境对话剧，或是用个人的，那分享一个个人的具体的一个旅游也好，看影片也好 ，shopping 也好的一个生活经验。So I hope this activity can help you practice your English speaking, whether in conversation.or in giving a short talk about your daily life experience. So this is very related to your life, and in the future, okay, whether you are international students coming to Taiwan, or you are Taiwanese students traveling or studying abroad, I think this will all be useful for you.可以哈，所以我们下半学期比较是具体实用的生活对话，那当然生活经验的分享也都是在生活对话里面的，所以不管你是要选择个人短讲或是情境对话剧，希望对未来同学的生活英语沟通可以有帮助哈。Okay, so you can feel free to ask me if you have any question. Okay, if you don't have any question, you need to submit your script.The draft of your script next Tuesday, and then I will give you some feedback. And then by the noon time of December 27th, you need to submit the complete PowerPoint files if you are going to use PowerPoint for your presentation.可以哈，所以同学这是下礼拜2先交这个讲稿、逐字稿，或是你们的个对话剧本，我会先帮同学批改给同学回馈。So I will give you feedback or some revision after you submit the draft of your script. OK， 那最后 your final presentation is on December 27th. So you need to upload your PowerPoint, the PPT slides, by the noon time on the day of your presentation.可以好，所以就是上台当天中午之前啊，就是也要上传最后版本的简报档，如果你需要用简报的话。Okay, so if you are going to give a speech, you can also include some photos or some visual aid in your PowerPoint slides. OK， 毕竟是一个英语报告，那同学还是可以搭配一些视觉画面，或是个人经验的照片 ，OK， 或是一些情境的背景。If you are giving a presentation of a group role play, you can also include some photos of the scene your dialogue is taken. For example, at the airport, or at a restaurant, or at a train station. Or you can also use some props to make your presentation more lively. 可以哈，所以最底下有补充说明啦。那同学可以去，当然有了讲稿之后，实际进行演练，然后搭配简报或是一些生动的音效 ，OK， 或是画面的辅助，帮助你还有帮助同学可以更进入你们上台演说或是演戏的一个情境。OK， 那么目前已经有一组同学有交了啦。So I have received one group, Han Jun and also her partner. They have the two people dialogue. 所以他们是2人的情境剧。OK， 那其他同学就是下礼拜2之前交啦。OK， 那当然如果有什么疑问可以这时候提出来，那可以之后再陆续修改。OK， 那下礼拜就是上台了哈。OK， 可以哈，所以同学再思考一下，准备一下，那这1-2周有机会就可以跟同学互相讨论一下，如果你们要小组上台的话哈。OK， 那还是鼓励同学可以用情境对话啦，毕竟可以比较实际的生活应用。那当然，如果比较想要个人的话，也可以选择个人，那就是2选1哈。OK，any question about the final presentation? Okay, if no other question, we are coming back to Unit 7. Okay, so last week I gave you the handout, page 1 and 2. Did you print it? Okay, we are still going to continue to learn from page 1 today. OK， 所以实体同学最好有提醒很多遍，最好准备一个讲义夹哈，把印给你的讲义都可以每个礼拜2固定带来。那我们做一些课堂练习都会用到，那当然你记笔记、期末的复习、考试也会用到哈。So remember to use a folder to collect all the handouts I printed out for you. If you really lost it, you can still download from Google Classroom. OK， 那当然所有的讲义，包含我们上课的 PPT 都会陆续上传到 Google Classroom 啊。那如果纸本讲义你真的用丢的话，还是可以从线上下载哈。So for our online classmates, OK, you can also go to Google Classroom to read the handout for today's lesson. OK， 那我们稍微复习一下哈。So this unit 7 is about traveling and staying abroad. Of course, now COVID-19 is gradually declining, so you are freer to go abroad now. 所以疫情比较减缓了啦，那希望未来有机会。There are also some exchange programs or some overseas volunteering or internship opportunities in our school, so you can make use of it and try to go abroad to broaden your horizons and to see the world outside to enrich your own life. 还是鼓励同学哈，我们学校有一些交换生啊，或是出国实习、海外志工，很多的机会，有一些奖励补助。像12月底国际处就有办一场交换生的一个说明会，那同学可以多利用这些资源。But of course, before you go abroad, you can equip yourself with all these conversation skills, so you will feel more confident when you go abroad and communicate with other people. Okay, so this week we learned part 1 at the airport. 我们稍微复习一下下哈，所以上礼拜我们从这个单字 okay, at the airport. Of course, when you go abroad, the first stop, you need to go to the airport. So you need to know what you are going to bring and also what kind of conversation you are going to have at the check-in desk. Okay, 所以登机柜台相关的对话。And also this week we continue to part 2 about public transportation. Okay, so we get to know different types of public transportation when you are on land or on the sea. Okay, 所以陆海空当然都是出国有机会运用到的交通设备。我们上礼拜算是进入到 part 2 and A。Okay, part 2A, we finished here last week. 好，所以同学稍微复习一下下。那我们稍微看一个小短片好了。I'm going to show you a conversation dialogue at the airport as a review and also to get you more into the situation of the airport. You can also use this for your final presentation if you want to create a role play at the airport. OK, 所以这个情境剧也当做同学的一个 复习跟补充哈。那你也可以应用在期末的 presentation。如果想要有小组情境对话关于出国旅游的话 ，So these are useful conversation at the airport. Let's watch it
工作
quickly.
那么久了，终于可以出国玩了。那飞机还有1个小时才要起飞，不如现在来讲一下大家一些关于机场的英文，跟我来吧。第一站我已经到柜台了，那现在介绍一些常用句给大家。Excuse me, where is the China Airlines check-in counter? Excuse me, is this the line for the flight to Tokyo?
对不起，等一下我调一下音量哈。Okay, so the first stop is at the airport. 好，我调一下音量，等我一下。Okay, Okay. Okay, so you can see this foreigner is going to have the role play, so you can also make use of this for your final presentation. So first stop at the check-in desk.
Do you have any seating preferences? I'd like a window seat, please. Can I have an aisle seat? Okay, no problem. Your flight departs from gate 20 at 8:30. Please be there 45 minutes before boarding. Here's your ticket. Thank you very much. 如果你想知道怎么走到的机门呢，或是如果你想知道飞航时间有多长，也可以问How do I get to my boarding gate? Or how long is the flight?
Okay, so the second stop, okay, after passing through the check-in desk, you go to the gate before boarding. Okay, 就是登机前的安检门哈。
接下来第二站，我们到了机场的安检门。那很多东西都不能带上飞机哦，所以最好是在你带之前先查好，不然可能哪些东西会被丢掉哦。那我们走吧。
Okay, so for the safety check, you need to make sure most things cannot be brought up to the
Put your bags on the belt and your belongings in the desk.
Have I seen you somewhere before?
Remove your laptop from your bag and also take off your shoes.
Can you hear me?
Step over here and raise your hands, please.
Okay.
Okay, so after you pass through the safety check, okay, the third stop you are going on board.
好，第三站了，现在已经坐上飞机了。这个时候呢，就是要跟空姐讲干话喽。
We're going to take off soon. Please switch off all the electronic devices.
It's you again?
Would you like beef, chicken, or fish?
I'll have the fish, please. And can I have something to drink?
No problem.
再补充2句可能会用到的句子哦。Do you sell duty-free items on the flight? May I use the lavatory now?
We are now crossing a zone of turbulence. For your safety, please return to your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
Okay, number 4, after your arrival, 到达目的地哈。
哦，终于到了，现在最后一站了，要入境了。
Can I see your passport, please?
I've gotten used to seeing you already. Here's my passport, and here is my declaration form.
What's the purpose of your visit?
I'm here for study. I'm here with a tour group. I'm here on a tour.
And where will you be staying?
I'll be staying at a hotel.
Do you have a return ticket?
Yes,
And what city are you going to?
I'm going to Tokyo. 但是如果你是要专机的话，你可以说 I'm here to transfer to New York City.
How long will you stay in Tokyo?
I'll be here for 5 days.
Do you have anything to declare?
No, I don't have any meat, vegetables, or fruit.
Okay. Use your passport.
Woohoo! 记跟你们讲，有时候你在去国外的时候，可能海关会问你一个问题，就是 Where are you from or Where do you come from？ 问这个的意思就是你是哪里人，所以通常回答 I'm from Taiwan 就好。但是也有可能他们会问 Where are you coming from？ 这个不一样，它的意思是你的班机是从哪里起飞的。那他们问你这个的话，如果你是从台湾飞，那你就回答 From Taiwan。不过如果你是先飞到日本，再飞去美国，美国海关问你这个的时候，你就回 I'm coming from Japan。好，我们的影片就到这里咯。那记得按赞、订阅、开小铃铛，然后跟朋友分享哦。好。
Okay, let's pause here. So this is a quite useful conversation for all your travel from the airport to the place of your arrival. Okay, so if you want to go abroad, you can make use of this. And also for your final presentation, this is also like an example. If you have a 2-people group, and if you want to set your dialogue at the airport, okay, you can have different things, and you can have some sentences to go between you as a tourist and also the other person as the personnel at the airport. OK， 所以同学可以一人分饰多角啦。那期末的对话情境句其实可以参考这个范例。So you can make use of the language you have learned in the class, or you can also find out some information on the internet. And also you can add some humor to make your performance more lively.Okay, 所以同学可以让你的对话更生动，那当然可以更实用一点哈。OK， 那刚刚最后一个提醒，同学可以注意一下哈。So pay attention to the tense difference, and also the meaning, the purpose of the questions will be different. So if you ask where are you from or where do you come from, it's to talk about your nationality. For example, you are from Taiwan.So this is the present simple tense， 比较是现在简单式 ，talking about the fact about your nationality， 你来自哪里，所以比较是关于国籍。But if you use the present continuous tense, where are you coming from? So this is about the temporary current situation when you are taking the flight.So you are leaving from maybe Japan or leaving from Taoyuan. Okay, so this is about where are you leaving from for your flight. Okay, 所以如果用现在进行式，比较是当下短暂的一个状况，所以是指你的飞机是从哪里飞过来的。Okay, so this is something for your reference.If no other question, we are moving on to part 2, public transportation. So we have done A vocabulary last week. So today we are going to do part B at the train station. OK， 那同学回到讲义哈，那我们就进入讲义第一页右下角。So you are going to complete the dialogue.Choosing the sentences A, B, C, D to fill in the blanks to complete the dialogue. So I'm going to give you about 3 minutes to do it. Then I may pick someone to have the conversation with me. Okay? Then we will listen and check the answer. 好，那我们先给同学先做一下哈，你要先选这个句子填入空格来完成这个对话。So this is a conversation at a train station. So you can imagine after you take a flight and you arrive in a new country, then you may need to take a train to go to other cities. OK， 所以我们从空运接下来进入到陆运了，所以在火车站。Okay, so here is the clerk, the train station, and Stephen is the traveler. So choose the sentences A, B, C, D to complete the dialogue. 好，那我们给同学3分钟完成一下这个对话。那等一下我们再来对答案，或是可能会抽同学跟我对话一下哈。好，应该不会太难啦。同学看上下文应该就可以判断它的哪一个问句才会接下面的回答哈。Okay, so use the answers of the clerk as a clue and try to find out the questions asked by Stephen. Choose A, B, C, D to complete the dialogue. 好，再给同学2分钟哈。如果真的忘记带讲义，就还是要看一下投影幕，作答一下哈。等一下还是会抽人回答哈。好，应该不难啦，但是就是同学要熟悉一下这些实际情境的用语，那实际要派上用场的时候才知道要讲什么，怎么讲哦。写完也可以左右互相讨论一下。After you finish, you can check your answers, your classmates, or if you have questions, you can raise your hand or discuss with me. 好，咱第一页右下角忘记带的，回去自己从 Google 发现再下载哈。我是先看投影幕，还是要练习回答一下哈？这边是有多2张啊。有人在忘记带吗？哦，多1、2张。好，没有多带那么多啊，那其他同学还是看一下投影幕哈。好，都差不多完成了吧？好。我们来问一下哦，应该不会太难啦。So what's the answer for the first blank? D, yeah, D. Can I have a single? Okay, and the second blank? C, yeah. How long does it take? And the third blank? Yeah, A. What time is it? Okay, and the final blank? Yeah, B. Which platform? So let's listen to it. Okay, so you are going to listen to Stephen as British and also the third as Chinese because this is set in a Singapore airport. OK， 所以在一个新加坡的机场，它的柜台人员是华人，好，那旅客是英国人。So let's listen to it and pay attention to the pronunciation.
Recording 54. Next, please. Can I have a single to the city centre, please?
A single? Of course. Here you are.
Oh, how long does it take?
About 30 minutes.
What time's the next train?
The next train's at 3:15.
Which platform does it leave from?
Platform 3, over there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this is quite simple. Just be familiar with the useful phrases. So can I have a single? Single here means single ticket or one-way ticket. 也就是单程票啊，那当然 single 也有单身的意思啊。For example, if you are single, that means you are not married or you don't have a partner. Okay, but here single is referring to a single ticket or one-way ticket in American English. So a single ticket is British English. 所以这比较是英式英文的单程票。So city center, you can also pay attention to the spelling. TRE. So TRE, this is also British spelling. For American, they spell it as CNTER. So in Taiwan, usually we adopt the American spelling. But now, okay, if you are from Malaysia, okay, or Indonesia, you may be more used to British spelling. Or if you go to the UK and Australia, they will also use British spelling. OK， 所以英式跟美式英文还是有些拼字的差别啦，像 center，OK，RE 是英式，那 ER 在台湾我比较偏美式吼，CNTER，I miss N here。Okay, so this is the British and American spelling difference. Okay, here you are. So here you are is the way to show you, give you a ticket. Okay, 就是在这里给你。How long? So how long is about the time does it take? Okay, how much time does it take to get there on the train? So usually about half an hour, 30 minutes. what time is it? What time is the next train? 下一班火车. So it's at 3:15. And finally, which platform? So platform is the place you need to get aboard onto the train. 也就是月台. So here you see the image of the platform. 月台哈，月台的英文叫 platform， 要知道一下。So it leaves from platform 3 over there. 在那边 okay? So this is a useful conversation at a train station. So then we can turn to the back of your handout, page 2. 好，大家看一下讲义第2页哈，讲义第2页。So here, part C. Part C, here are some useful expressions. Okay, at a train station or bus station. Okay, so you can see train station and bus stop. Stop, okay, is where you can stand or sit if there are some small roof to wait for the bus. But a station is a big building. Okay, people can come and go inside, and there are a lot of clerks and machines and different platforms and so on. So there are also bus stations. Bus stations. So for stations, like a big building with a lot of routes, okay, and also a lot of personnel. So station 比较是大型的车站，当然公车站、火车站都有。OK， 那 stop 就是一个小站牌。So stop usually is at the roadside, and you just stand here for the bus to pass by and stop and to pick you up. OK， 所以站牌跟车站大家区别一下。Timetable 知道好时刻表 to show all the times of the trains or the buses. OK， 火车时刻表、公车时刻表。Route map 路线图哈。Okay, so for example, the bus route map, it will show, for example, bus number 11. Okay, it starts from what place, and the final destination is which place, and then on the route, what stops it will stop at. Okay, 所以这个路线图就是包含开始、中间经过的站跟最后的终点 route map. Okay, ticket office is where you buy tickets from, and ticket machine is using a machine for you to buy ticket. For example, if you are at a train station in the UK, you can see there are one-way ticket, a single ticket, and return tickets. This kind of options on the ticket machine. Then you need to press the button to buy the tickets you want. OK， 所以同学如果有机会到英国，比如说你看到它的售票机上面就会显示这些单程票、双程票，那还有那些地点啊，所以你要看得懂哈。So here is a one-way ticket in American English and single ticket in British English, round trip ticket in American English, and also return ticket in British. OK， 所以英国的来回票 in British English, the return ticket means to and from, two-way tickets, okay? But in American, it's called round trip. That means to go there and then also come back from there. A two-way ticket, 来回票哈，来回票。所以英式美式讲法不同，注意一下。And also day travel card or day pass. Day travel pass. This is very useful if you are traveling, for example, in London, and you need to take a lot of buses or the underground MRT. You need to pay the travel fee a lot. Then you can buy a day pass. Then you can have unlimited access onto the train or the bus or the MRT. OK， 就是一日的旅游券啊。所以同学，比如说你在伦敦一日旅游，当天要搭很多趟地铁、巴士，那你一直单程付费会很贵、很不划算。那你就可以用个一日券，就可以当天无限次数的使用。Okay, so if you are a backpacker, 背包客 and if you want to pay attention to your budget for traveling. Okay, 旅游的那个经济费用要规划一下。Then day travel pass is a good choice. If you want to travel in London and go to many places, take a lot of different kinds of transportation, then you can use day pass. Okay, and peak hour and off peak. 也就是尖峰跟离峰啦。Especially, for example, in London, this kind of big city, during peak hour, this means the time when people are going to work or going off work, 也就是上下班时间。For example, 7 to 9 a.m. and also 4 to 6 p.m. So these are called peak busy hour. So usually the transportation fee will be more expensive during peak hour. So if you want to buy cheaper prices, then you can travel during off-peak hour. OK， 也就是它地铁票也有分尖峰跟离峰，所以上下班尖峰你的票价会很贵。OK， 那周末或离峰时间就会比较便宜吼。所以同学有机会出国旅游的话 ，OK， 像伦敦这种交通费很贵的要注意一下。Okay, and on time and delayed. This will also show on the screen of a train station to tell you which train comes online or which one is delayed. That means it's late. 所以 delay 就是延误啦，火车误点。OK， 所以火车通常会有个大看板嘛，告诉你，哪一班火车准时 on time， 或是误点了 delayed. Okay, it means the train is late. Okay, and finally, to get on or get off a bus or a train, 就是上车下车 get on, get off. Okay, so these are useful expressions about taking a train or taking a bus. 可以哈，看看有没有问题。If no other question, we are entering part 3. Okay, then after we explain the useful expressions about asking and giving directions, you are also going to have a role play, try to ask directions and also try to answer the directions, giving directions using the map on the bottom right corner of page 2. 所以等一下最后一部分我们来到陆地好，走路好。So after you get off the train or get off the bus, still you may need to walk on the road to your final destination. Then at this time you may need to ask how to get to some place. And also when you are in Hualien, you may see many tourists. Sometimes you may also need to give directions for those travelers. OK， 所以最后一部分就是交通工具网，我们还是有实际走路，那还是可能有问路跟指路的需求，所以我们来学一下这部分用语。那等一下最后会搭配这个地图，让同学实际进行练习哈。OK， so let's talk about first the chart here. OK， 这里有一个图表哈。So this is about directions, giving directions. Turn left, turn right, or go straight, go ahead, or go straight ahead, 直走。Okay, go past something. Okay, 也就是经过。So you are go passing a building A, and you continue going. So it means go past some building. And cross, this is a verb, 就是过马路 cross the road. Okay, and then the second line is about the position of places. For example, around the corner or at the corner of. So usually of is followed by the names of the roads. For example, street A and street B. Okay, so at the corner of street A and B. And next to or beside, 在隔壁 opposite or across from. Okay, 就是在对面哈。So opposite 在对面。You can also say across from. Okay, so across is a preposition. Okay, whereas cross is a verb. 所以要注意一下词性哈。上面这里的 first line are all verb phrases like cross. Okay, but if you say A is across from B, this is a preposition phrase. 也就是介系词片语，所以 cross 加一个 A 变介系词，同学要注意一下。Okay, and finally, B is between A and C. Okay, means B is in the middle between A and C. Okay, 所以有一些还蛮基本的啦，同学熟悉一下就好了。Okay, so we are moving on to the sample sentences for asking directions. Okay, so here are 3 simple sentences. 我们来稍微看一下这3句话哈。So the first sentence, excuse me, sorry to trouble you, but could you tell me how I can get to the train station? So the first one is the longest and also the most polite one. The most polite one. Okay, 最有礼貌的哈。Excuse me, sorry to trouble you. Okay, you can just use one to shorten it. Okay, because those are very polite expressions. 就不好意思打扰你。But could you tell me? So using could, the past tense of can, is also a polite expression. 所以用过去式助动词啊，也是表达礼貌哈。Could you tell me? So here is an indirect question. Okay, if you are asking a direct question without all the parts at the front, you will ask, how can I? Okay, like here, how can I get to the train station? 我要怎样到达这个地方 So usually how, the question word at the beginning, and can or do, the help verb, 助动词 okay, before the subject. 所以通常直接问句，像第3句，助动词会放在主词前面。Okay, but here for first sentence, because it's an indirect question, okay, this is like an object phrase, 有点像是一个受词子句啊 object clause after the verb tell me. Okay, so tell me this thing. Okay, 所以它等于是一个名词子句，当做 tell me 的受词。那这时候它就必须要还原成主词，然后助动词、动词啊。所以这是间接问句的句型，同学稍微注意一下哈。So this is an indirect question. Okay, so the order is I can get to, not how can I. Okay, 所以这里是接在动词后面当受词，那你就要还原成原本的主词、助动词、动词的顺序。OK， 也就是间接问句，要注意一下这个句型哈。So could you tell me how I can get to the train station? Okay, so this is the politest way to ask direction. Okay, the second sentence, where is the nearest supermarket? So this is the simplest way, okay, the easiest one. Where is something? Okay, 什么地方在哪里？最直接的就是问你要去的那个地方在哪。Okay, the third one, how can I or how do I get to some place? For example, a local market. Okay, so these are the 3 expressions for asking directions. 可以问路的句型，熟悉一下哈。Okay, then the next part, here are a lot of sentences about giving directions. Okay, 给同学一些时间稍微看一下好了，看看有没有问题。OK， 先给同学看一下，等一下我们再讲解。所以这些句子都不会太难啦，那只是一些关于交通，比如说圆环啊等等 ，OK， 或是一些穿越到对面啊、隔壁啊等等表达方位的介系词，同学注意一下。OK， 那当然有一些动词的部分也可以注意一下。好，我们稍微讲解一下哈。那等一下我们就会搭配这个地图来做一个示范跟练习哈。好，我稍微讲解一下哈。So for the giving directions, okay, first go along this road for 3 blocks. So you know blocks. Okay, blocks are the area being surrounded by 4 streets. So here is 1 block, 2 block. So go along for 3 blocks. So from here to 1, 2, 3 to here. Okay, so this is go along this road for 3 blocks. Okay, so 你要告诉人家直走要走多远 Okay, go along this road for 3 blocks and go past traffic lights. Okay, 交通号志灯、红绿灯。Go straight on or go straight ahead until you see the hospital. Okay, then you need to stop and then turn left. Okay, 就是直走，走到你看到什么 Okay, 然后左转还是右转 Turn back. You have gone past the turning, so you are going too far. So you need to turn back. 回转哈 Okay, 倒回来 Okay, and turn left when you see a roundabout or traffic circle. So this is the difference between once again British and American English， 也就是圆环哈，圆环，英式叫 roundabout，OK， 美式叫 traffic circle。Okay, and turn right at the end of the road, and my house number is 67. Okay, turn right at the end of the road. Cross the junction or intersection, 交叉路口哈，十字路口，我们来看一下好了。So when many roads are meeting together, that's called a junction or intersection. So for example, like this place, this can also be an intersection. Sometimes there are even 3 roads, but still they are called junctions or intersections. So when roads meeting together, the point is called junction or intersection. Okay, 是交叉或是十字路口哈。Okay, so cross the junction or intersection of High Street and the 5th Avenue. Okay, so these are the road names of the 2 roads crossing together. Okay, 比如说这2条路的交叉口，可是哪2条路你要讲清楚。And then keep going for about 1 mile. Okay, 所以要讲关于距离的 distance. You can use mile or meters or kilometers. Then take the 3rd road on the right. Okay, it means to go straight until you meet the 3rd intersection, and then you need to turn right. Okay, for example, if you go on this road, okay, if you say take the 3rd road on the right, then it means you need to go straight on and then turn right at the 3rd road on your right, and then you will see something on your left. Okay, for example, here you will see the park on your left. Okay, 所以要注意一下左右方位吼，要稍微有一点点方向感。Okay, 然后 so this is the expression take the 3rd road on the right， 就是直走，然后遇到第3条岔路右转哈。Okay, the hospital is opposite or across from the post office， 在对面。The shop is near the museum and it's next to the tourist information office. When you travel abroad, you may need to go to tourist information office very often. 也就是游客中心啦，提供游客资讯的。And finally, it's between the pharmacy and the KFC. Pharmacy 药局哈，药局 KFC 大家知道肯德基。And then you can't miss it. It means it's very obvious. It's easy to see, so you will not miss it. 你绝对不可能错过它，很明显，很容易看哈。Okay, so these are useful expressions. So now you are trying to make use of the phrases. Okay, 等一下可以2个人一组哈。I'm going to give each group of you a piece of paper, and then you need to take turns to ask directions and give directions based on the map and also the places on top of it. So you can choose from the places A to F and try to ask for directions. And then you need to change roles. So first person asks direction and the second person answer. And then you change your roles. The second person asks directions for another place, and then the first person gives directions. OK， 也就是2个人，等一下2个人一组哈。OK， 我这里把地图倒过来，大家看得比较清楚哈。So you are here. Okay, you just get off from the train at train station, but you need to walk to any destination here from A to F. 所以等一下2个人一组，那每一个人挑一个地点。OK， 那因为不能挑太近的啦，所以就是从这张表 A B C D E F 这6个，一人挑一个，然后练习问路。OK， 那你问的时候，对方就回答，然后再换对方问路，然后你回答。OK， 那2人一组，或是3个人一组也可以啦，就是每个人都要问到跟回答到。OK， 这样可以哈。好，我们 for example A the cinema. Okay, cinema is with this icon here. Okay, so you need to ask, for example, how can I get to the cinema? And then you need to, your partner need to answer, for example, the route maybe from here and then turn right here. So you can ask him to walk straight on Broadway, okay, and turn left maybe at the end of the road and so on. Okay, and then maybe turn left again at the end of this Green Street and Garden Street, and turn right on Hassel Street for 2 blocks. Okay, for 1 block, for 2 blocks, then it's on your right. Okay, things like that. 可以哈，所以路有一点复杂。当然，现在大家可能会说有 Google Map 就很方便 ，OK， 可是有 Google Map 你还是要有国外的网络漫游哈，所以有时候还是用纸本地图或是路长在嘴边，还是要练习问路跟指路哈。OK， 好哈，那同学就是搭配运用我们刚刚的讲义的问句哈。So try to make use of the sentences on your handout for asking directions. Okay, so change the destination with the places on the map. Okay, A to F. And then make use of the expressions to give directions. OK， 可以哈，所以就是用讲义的例句练习问路跟指路。好，那没有问题的话，同学可以分组一下，2、3个人一组都可以，就是轮流，每个人都要问到跟回答到。那我发一下纸哈。OK， 那我们线上的同学就自己挑一个地点自问自答就可以了哈。好，那我发一下哈。那等一下中间下课大家可以继续讨论啦。那下课完就再回来检讨一下，或是看有没有同学愿意自愿分享你的对话哈。好，那拿到可以先速速讨论一下，或是可以下课一下再回来哈。那你跟他可以坐在他里面。你跟他吗？哦，那你要全部加一个人吗？可以。可以，那你们3个一起好了，可以吗？那你跟他一起。OK， 好，因为跟我一个人好，那只放他那里哦。对，就是3组问答哈。那我们上面3个好，那你们2个一起吗？好哈。好的，我们拿到纸哈。So each group has a piece of paper. So each group may have 2 or 3 people. If you have 2 people, then you need to make 2 dialogues, asking 2 directions and giving 2 answers. So everyone needs to take turn to ask and give directions. So if you have 3 people, then each person pick 1 place to ask directions, and each person needs to take turn to answer to give the directions. 所以就是每个人都要问到路，然后都要练习回答啦。所以一组3个人的话，就会有3组问答；那一组2个人就会有2组问答。OK， 那你们一组1张纸，所以就共同写在上面就好了哈。Okay, so you can still take a break for 10 minutes. Okay, then you can come back to discuss and continue your dialogue. So when you finish, we may have 1 or 2 groups to share your dialogue with us.
瑞我说的，
哦
他想要来的，可是没办法来，他说要开会。
哦，你是哪一班的？
那个普通 A
所以是哪一位老师？
邓秀介，
哦，秀介老师，所以你有跟秀介老师讲过？
对他说要开会，讨论他的英文。
哦，那还是有机会啦，因为我们期末就是外语组英语组老师会议会讨论学生的分班。
没有，因为我成绩没有到很好，成绩就普这样而已。
好，所以你想来的原因是觉得想要提升英文，想要学更进阶。
对，我想要学比较多口语的部分。
哦 ，OK， 好，那，不过因为还是要经过任课老师同意。对，所以期末开会应该可以啦，然后我再问秀介老师。
因为他说成绩蛮好才可以转上来。
对啊，通常是以成绩为依据。
那我没救了。
不会啊，你现在要期末考
强烈的。
所以你是想要提升口语？哦，所以因为这班我们这学期有教一些生活口语使用的部分，就是比较需要的。所以你目前在那班是用课本，就是比较简单，
比较死板，
比较传统的英文。好，那我再跟秀介老师，所以你叫什么名字啊？
张弄人。
弄人什么系的？
资管跟他很
好 ，OK， 好，我再问秀介老师好了，然后期末英语学会开会再确认同学上什么的班级。那不过你期末考还是要加油啦，看看，就是尽量有好成绩，应该机会会比较大。
我尽量。
好。
文法不行，但我口语行。
但是你想要练习沟通，就对了。OK， 好，那我们再讨论。
好，
谢谢。 Okay, it's time to come back to our class. Okay, so you need to practice the dialogue of asking and giving conversation with your classmates, 2 or 3 people a group. Okay, I believe each group has at least 1 piece of paper. Okay, so you need to choose one place, each person on the map, try to ask directions, and then the other person in your group need to answer to give the directions. 可以哈，所以这是很实际。你在国外没有手机、没有网络漫游，你就是真的路长在嘴巴的时候，你要怎么问 ？OK， 然后人家怎么要听懂人家给你的回答 ？OK，so if you travel abroad or if you are here in Taiwan, you may meet tourists in Hualien.Okay, you need to know how to give directions. 好，那先给同学几分钟写一下。那等一下我们可能请几组可以练习讲一下。So after you write down your answers, also try to practice speaking. Okay, and once again you can make use of it for your final presentation. Okay, 同学也可以把这个对话情境一样，也可以应用在期末的上台情境对话哈。Okay, so for example, if you choose a topic of traveling for your final presentation, you can also start from the airport, then to the train station, and finally on the road. And then you may want to go to shop at a supermarket or a local market together.Okay, 比如说像英国伦敦当地有很多特色的市集啊，比如说圣诞市集 ，for example Christmas market, or some local market with farmers' cheese or vegetables, fruits, 或是当地的农夫市集。OK， 通常就要问路，可能在小巷子里。OK， 所以你可以想象一个情境剧哈，就可以运用我们这几个礼拜学的对话。好，再给同学写一下，我下去看一下哈。
会讲 A，
the second row. 对。那你要告诉他是左边还是右边，你再把它打上。人这样子走，所以这里全是别人都是我包我加上去的。So you are starting from the train station on the bottom left corner. Okay. 有问题可以问哈。这把我们都讲清楚啊。对。可是几句有问题是要讲清楚，就没有到那里嘛。好，所以每个人都要问跟。
啊？你做比赛？我才会唱歌赛。
对，我弄下一个。是有可能的，是有可能。
是吧？
我通常需要在。有问题吗？有不知道怎么写，然后写完要看一下的。尽量可以讲详细清楚一点，哎呀，不知道怎么写可以吗？好，来 OK 吗？ 好，还好吗？有问题吗？还有会写的吗？这个尽量清楚去表达那个位置哈。然后再讨论看看。OK 哈，有问题还可以再举下手。我刚刚有下去看，有帮一些同学修一些拼字或是表达。OK， 那同学尽量去讲清楚啦。有的同学就讲什么 go straight and turn left。You need to say exactly when to turn left. For example, go straight for how many blocks and then turn left. Or you can say take the first or second or third road on the left or on the right. OK， 所以要尽量讲清楚哈。OK， and also you are here. If you say go straight， 直走，有的人直走是走 Station Road， 但是有的人直走是走 Broadway， 所以你直走可能有时候路名还是讲清楚一点。For example, you can say go straight along Station Road or go straight along Broadway. So sometimes you need to say clearly the name of your road. 好，所以同学再注意一下。OK， 那走左边第几条路，记得用第几，要用序数哈。比如说我们举说 ，for example, if you want to go to Horace White Bar, of course there are many ways to get there. For example, you can go straight here and turn left around the corner of Internet Cafe. Okay, then you can say go straight along Broadway for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Okay, until you see Internet Cafe. And then you can turn left onto Baker Street. Okay, and when you go straight, and you will see Henry's Wine Bar at the end of the road. Okay, 所以直走5个街区，看到网咖，左转到 Baker Street， 走到底。Okay, go to the end of the road, and you will see Henry's Wine Bar at the end of Baker Street. 所以把路名还要把要走多远，走到哪里，走到路的尽头之类的，都要尽量的去讲清楚，讲仔细一点哈。OK， 好，我们看一下线上同学的例子好了。OK， so 雨谦 says, "Excuse me, could you please tell me the way to go to the corner green?" Okay, corner green. So corner green is a small park at the middle of the map. Okay, and she says, sure, you have to turn right at the first section down this road. Okay, 所以这里照理来说直走，然后右转啦。So the first section down this road, so that will be Broadway. Okay, and keep walking straight until you see the road named North Passage. North Passage. Okay, so North Passage 这个路名也写得很清楚哈。Okay, and then after that, keep walking straight until you are at a T junction. So this is also very clear about this spot, a T junction, 就是一个 T 型的路口。And the corner green will be in front of you. Okay, 所以那个公园就会在你面前哈，可以哈。好，同学都完成了吗？还是我们再找1-2组同学来分享一下你们的对话好了，因为好像还有的组3个人的会稍微久一点，还要继续。Okay, so let's choose maybe one group from our classmates. Here 看一下好了，梦婷在吗？梦婷是你们。好，那你们可以分享一组你们的对话好了。OK， 那可以讲大声一点哈。OK， 看看梦婷问还是同学问都可以，就是分享一组你们的问答哈。 可以吗？讲讲看。How can I get to subway? Okay, so the answer is. 好，听不清楚？我该 subway 还算简单的，我会看的步骤我短。Okay, so subway, turn left onto Willow Way and still go straight. You will see subway at the corner. 通常是好，所以刚刚同学是选择 subway。OK，subway 比较近一点啦，所以通常 subway 当然是地铁站，不过也有可能真的是那个前丁堡的一个连锁餐厅啦。OK，so turn right and turn left onto Willow Way and go straight, and you will see subway around the corner. OK， 好，应该没有问题。我们再挑一组同学来分享一下好了，看一下意向在哪里？好，那你们那组也是分享一个你们的问答好了。So which place are you asking directions for? 讲大声一点。好。好，还不错啦。OK， 所以刚刚同学意向是 bus station， so turn right maybe on Broadway。OK， 所以刚刚有一点复杂，不过最后 finally you will see a bus station on Old Roman Way。OK， so you need to specify the street names so that your audience can understand it clearly。好，这部分应该没有问题哈。那等一下下课前再把单字交给我就好了。If no other question, let's move on. I'm going to show you a video. So this video is also from BBC Learning English. OK， 所以这部分是讲义上没有的啦，不过也给同学做一个真实情境的补充哈。OK， so if you maybe in the future if you want to study in the UK, BBC Learning English will be a good resources for you to learn English. And it has an episode, a program called English at University. And episode 2 is just landed. OK， 所以蛮鼓励同学哈，如果未来想要去欧美旅游也好，念书也好。OK， so this series of cartoons or animations are about English you may need to use when you are studying at an English-speaking university, for example, like in the UK. 好，我们来看一下这个影片哈。So this video is also about asking and giving directions. Okay, so let's watch it, and you can feel it as if you are studying abroad.
Hello and welcome to English at University, the series that teaches some English phrases to help you through your first year of study abroad. Mary's just landed in London and is heading off for the University of Studies. But there's a problem. She's already lost. Mary, what's happened?
I think I got off at the wrong station and now I don't know which way to go.
Okay, let's pause a bit and I need to explain. So you can see BBC Learning English is designed for you to learn English. So there is a narrator like a host to introduce the characters and also the situation and also the useful language for you. 所以它每一个系列影片有一个主持人 narrator 像旁白啊，会给你一些语言上的或是情境上的补充说明。So he's the narrator 旁白。And Mary is the main character in this series of English at university. So she's an overseas student coming to study at the UK. 所以她是一个海外学生哈，你可以从她的口音知道。So she's not a native English speaker, so she may meet some problem of English when she's studying in the UK. So let's see, and we can learn from her situation.
It's time to ask for help. Don't be scared. You'll find Londoners helpful and friendly people. Just be polite and ask them the way and see what they say.
Okay, here goes. Help me, will you? I don't know where to go.
What? Sorry, I'm in a rush.
You need to be polite, smile and start with, excuse me.
Okay, so here you can see at first Mary's English is not very good, and here the narrator gave her some advice, so we can see how she improved her English expression.
Excuse me, could you tell me the way to the University of Studies, please?
Okay, so this is a phrase similar to our handout, the language excuse me. Could you tell me? And here it uses the way to some place. 可以告诉我到什么地方的路吗？ The way to the university, please.
No, never heard of it.
Oh dear, how am I going to find my way there? Oh, I'll ask him. I wonder if you could help me, please.
Okay, so here is another phrase. I wonder, 就是我想知道. So this is also a polite start. If you could help me, 你可以帮我吗 please? Okay, so here comes Daniel. He's also a friendly university freshman.
Are you lost?
Yes, I am. Please could you give me directions to the University of Studies?
Yeah, of course. I'm going there myself. It's my first day.
Me too. I don't suppose you could show me the way, could you?
I don't know why I'm studying there though. I should have gone to Oxford or Cambridge. I did so well in my A-levels. But I suppose I can share my wisdom with the other undergrads. Anyway.
So you can see Daniel is quite arrogant. 就 Daniel 有点自大，同学应该看得懂他的口气，所以他以为他可以去剑桥啊、牛津啊，他觉得他的 A-level is like the entrance exam of the UK， 就是有点像英国高中毕业的学科考试，所以他觉得他成绩很高，应该要去很好的名校，不过竟然来到这里。Anyway, I suppose I can share my wisdom， 我可以分享我的智慧给大家。
There's a sign.
My name's Daniel, by the way. Are you just visiting?
No, I said I'm studying here too. My name's Mary, and look, there's a sign for the university.
Nice to meet you, Mabel. I think it's a left turn, then straight on.
Oh dear, Mary. Let's hope he's not doing the same course as you. He sounds like a complete loser, an idiot. Anyway, while Daniel's showing her where to go, let's look at the phrases she used to ask for directions.
Okay, so this is also an interesting situational role play. Okay, 所以同学期末也可以参考这个比较有点趣味剧情的情境剧。So here it says loser， 就是我们中文的鲁蛇。So in colloquial language, if you say someone is loser， 就是某个人像是一个鲁蛇，就是感觉就是一个训咖不怎么样的人，但是有点自以为厉害。Okay, so Daniel here sounds like a complete loser. But anyway, let's review these phrases. 所以他最后就会帮你复习这单元的重要语言重点。好 ，So let's review the sentences.
Could you tell me the way to? I wonder if you could help me, please. Please, could you give me directions to? I don't suppose you could show me the way, could you?
Okay, so these are the 4 useful sentence patterns you could use when you are asking for directions. 所以除了讲义上我们列出的那3、4个 ，OK， 这几个也是同学可以参考的哈。Could you tell me the way to some place？Or I wonder， 我想知道，也是一个客气的讲法。If you could help me, please，or please, could you give me directions to some place？And finally, I don't suppose， 所以最后有点像倒反法，就是有点太客气了。我不认为 you could show me the way， 你可以让我就是秀给我看这个路要怎么走。OK， 所以表面上是我不认为你可以吧，但事实上当然你是期待对方可以告诉你。So actually, she's hoping the other person could show her the way, but she's using a very polite way to say, I don't suppose you could show me the way to some place.Could you? OK， 所以最后有一点是一个最后的疑问句啦，放在句尾做一个提问哈。OK， 附加问句啦，附加问句前面如果是否定的话，最后会用个肯定附加问句。OK，I don't suppose you could. OK， 那最后 Could you? So you have a final short question at the end.
You can practice these phrases, pick up a few more, plus learn some top tips for travelling in the UK on our website at bbclearningenglish.com. Now, back to Mary. I've got a feeling she's asked the wrong person for directions. This Daniel seems like a bit of a numpty, an idiot.
Okay, so you can also learn some colloquial phrases for young people. Okay, 所以同学要学一些年轻人用语，像前面的 loser, and here a bit of a numpty.It is also to call someone like an idiot， 就是觉得他有点白痴，就是有点脑袋不是很清楚的样子，但比较口语的一个开玩笑的用法啦，稍微知道一下。
Strange. I thought it was down here. Maybe it was right at the junction.
Yep, he's a muppet, a total idiot.
Oh dear.Maybe we should ask that policeman over there.
Nah. We'll be fine.
Taxi! Taxi!
Okay, so this is BBC Learning English for English at University episode 2. So if you are interested in the language about studying abroad, you can go to BBC Learning English, okay, and then you can check all the useful phrases here on the web page. Okay, and also you can learn the vocabulary. So here are some vocabulary for an idiot. Okay, 就是口语上有点取笑某个人。You can say someone is a loser, numpty, or muppet. Okay, so this is also for daily conversation. And finally, there is a complete transcript for you to review the language and also important sentences. OK， 所以它其实是一个还蛮好的学习资源啊，尤其同学有机会想要到国外交换学生啊、旅游交换 ，OK， 或是长期一点的念书等等，或是了解国外的大学生活，都蛮鼓励同学可以看这一系列的情境剧，在 BBC Learning English 好 ，OK， 好，那如果没有问题的话 ，if no other question, we have finished the 2 pages on your handouts, OK, about staying, traveling abroad. So now we are moving on to the 3rd page. I'm going to give you a printout soon. So the 3rd page and the 4th one are about staying abroad, hotels and accommodations. So after you arrive at some place and go to the place you want to go to, and you may need to stay overnight, then you need to book hotels and have this useful dialogue.OK， 所以我们这一系列都是跟实际出国旅游或是求学相关的哈。你当然要先搭交通工具，从陆海空到当地之后，那当然有住宿的需求，所以接下来我们就是一个住宿的用语。那我先翻一下讲义第3、第4页哈。OK， so now we are turning to staying abroad。好，那讲义一样，下礼拜要记得继续再来哈。 有扫吗？好。好，一个人1张哈，都有拿到还有扫吗？多一张。Okay, have you all got your piece of handout? So this is page 3 of our unit 7. So for our online classmate, you can still see it on the handout, electronic file on Google Classroom. Okay, so staying abroad. So in this lesson, we are going to have 3 parts. The first part at the hotel, how to make a reservation to book a room for your stay. Okay, 怎么样去订饭店的房间？那当然你出国旅游的话都会用到。And then the second part about the hotel facilities and services. So you need to make good use of the hotel. You may use different parts of the hotel. So you need to know the names and also the way to ask the server at the hotel. Okay, 所以饭店的一些设施服务要怎么样去询问跟使用。Okay, part 3 is if you want to rent a house or a flat or an apartment for a bit long-term stay. For example, if you are studying abroad, so how to find a place to live, to call a landlord or landlady, and also to visit the room. Okay, 所以第3是比较长期一点，你要租房子。Okay, 那你要找房子，要联络房东，然后要去看房的话。Okay, so part 1, 2, and part 3 are 2 different kinds of living abroad. The first one is short stay at a hotel, and then part 3 is the second one for longer stay when you want to rent a house or a flat, an apartment. Okay, 所以就是不管是短期的饭店住宿，或是比较长期一点的租房子，我们这个单元都会讲到哈。So finally, we will also have some video and practices. Okay, so before we do the exercise on your handout, let's also watch a short video from Studio Classroom. So this is about hotel check-in. 我们也先看一个简短的通音的影片哈，关于 check-in 饭店入住的用语，我们先暖身看一下，学一下。So here are also useful phrases and also conversation.
Good afternoon, sir.
I would like to check in.
What is your family name?
Family name, Smith.
I found your reservation. Could you give me your passport, please?
Reservation.
Passport.
Sure. Here it is.
Could you give me your credit card for the deposit?
Deposit. Here you go.
Please sign on the dotted line.
What is the Wi-Fi password for the rooms?
Here is the Wi-Fi password.
Great.
All set. Here are your keys. Your room is room 201. Please take the elevator on the right.
Thank you.
OK， 同学应该对通音都比较熟悉啊。台湾同学 ，You all know Studio Classroom is a famous magazine for learning English in Taiwan. Okay, so they also have a YouTube channel for you to learn the daily life expressions. Okay, so today's topic is about checking in at a hotel. So in the video, there are also some useful phrases or vocabulary. For example, deposit, D-E-P-O-S-I-T. Deposit 有点像中文的定金啊，定金。For example, if you book a room or reserve a room, you may need to pay some deposit. That means part of the fee before you go to check in. Okay, 就是你要先付定金，好，付定金。Or for example, if you rent an apartment, you may also need to pay the deposit And finally, at the end of your rent, the landlord may check everything in the room, and if everything is okay, he will return the deposit back to you. OK， 所以我们租房子要付，比如说半个月或是1个月的租金当定金，那最后退租的时候就确认你没有毁坏这个设备，才会把定金退给你哈。So deposit, you need to learn the phrase. Okay, and also you heard the phrase all set. That means everything's done, everything is okay for you. All set. And here is your key. Okay, 全部都准备好，设定好 all set. Okay, so be familiar with this kind of phrase. So now we are going to do part 1, listening. Okay, so here is the situation at a hotel. So Juan Carlos, okay, he is traveling in Germany. He goes into a hotel in Berlin to book a room. So listen to the conversation and complete each question he asks. So he's going to ask 5 questions as a traveler going to the hotel. So let's listen to it and complete the sentences. 好，那同学仔细听，我们来做 A 部分的对话填空哈。
Recording 48. Excuse me,
Yes, how can I help you?
how much is a single room, please?
A step?
Okay, how much is a single room, right? Single room, you know the word single. 所以像单程票 single ticket, we learn at the train station. And also here single room, 单人房 single room, S-I-N-G-L-E.
And the single is 60 euros a night.
I see. And do you have any non-smoking rooms?
Yes, we do.
Okay, B 有听到哈，把它写下来哦。Do you have any non-smoking rooms? Non-smoking, this is also like a compound. Okay, non is usually S-N-O-N hyphen and then smoking. Okay, 也就是禁烟、禁止抽烟的房间哈。Non-smoking rooms. Do you have any non-smoking rooms? But usually nowadays all hotels provide all non-smoking rooms. But if you wonder, you can still ask. Okay?
All our rooms are non-smoking.
Oh, are the rooms air-conditioned?
Okay, see all the rooms air conditioned. Air conditioned. You need to have ED at the end. Let's listen again.
Smoking.
Oh, are the rooms air-conditioned?
Okay, so you know air conditioned, like we have air conditioner at our classroom. 所以就是房间有冷气吗？是配有冷气吗？这也算是一个复合形容词哈。那它当形容词的时候，字尾是 ed 哈 ，air conditioned. Okay, as an adjective, you need to have ed at the end. Air conditioned. 所以这里有点像复合形容词的用法，同学注意一下字尾的变化哈。Okay, so usually in Europe or in the UK, sometimes the rooms do not have air conditioners because usually it's not very hot there. But nowadays, because of global warming, okay, so new hotels will have air conditioners.
Yes, they are.
That's good. And is breakfast included?
No.
Okay, D is breakfast, right? Is breakfast included? Okay, included, this is passive voice, 被动哈，就是被包含在里面。So you need to ask about is breakfast included in the fee of the hotel room? Okay, 有时候费用有包含早餐，有时候没有哈。
No, breakfast is 10 euros extra, but it's very good.
Okay. Oh, and one last question. How far is it to the city center from here?
Around 2 kilometers. It's a nice walk.
Okay. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome.
Okay, did you hear E? How far is it to the city center, right? City center. Okay, so let's check the answers then. Okay, so pay attention to the spelling as well. So for city center, you can spell T-E-R or T-R-E. So this is American spelling and also British spelling. OK， 所以有些复合形容词的部分，同学稍微注意一下拼法，还有字尾。And also for B, this is plural form, rooms. Okay, do you have any non-smoking rooms? Remember to put S at the end. OK， 所以可数名词 B 的话，你要记得用复数哈。Okay, so question E is also important. Usually you want to go to the city center because there may be a lot of shopping malls or other tourist spots. Okay, so you need to find some hotel which is convenient, which is near the city center. But of course there is the problem of the fee. 通常靠近市中心，越靠近越繁华就会越贵啦。Okay, so if you don't want some place too expensive, okay, but still you don't want some hotel which is too far away, so you need to find a balance between the fee and also the distance. Okay, 所以在价钱跟距离之间，当然也许在设备的豪华跟廉价之间，同学要做一个取舍啦。Okay, so let's listen again, and then you need to give the answers from A to E. Okay, so this is for your handout number 2. 好，我们再听一遍哈。那这次听的重点是回答哈，所以刚刚第一次听的重点是问句，那现在第二次听我们要注意一下回答哈。Okay, so for the first time we heard about the questions. Now you need to focus on the answers and write the short answer for number 2, A to E. 所以我们再听一次，那这次要听那个柜台人员的回答，用简答直接写下来，写在第二点的 A 到 E 就可以了哈。Okay, so let's listen again and try to focus on the answers given by the receptionist.
Recording 48. Excuse me,
Yes, how can I help you?
how much is a single room, please?
A standard single is 60 euros a night.
I see.
Okay, so did you hear the answer for A? How much is it? Yeah, 6 euros. 6 euros. 6欧元哈，6欧元。OK， 同学应该知道欧元。Of course, you can spell it euros. EUROS. Okay, 6 euros. Okay, 6 euros. OK， 所以1欧元现在差不多有30-40台币啊，40台币 ，so about $2,400 NT dollars. So it's quite okay for a single room.
And do you have any non-smoking rooms?
Yes, we do. All our rooms are non-smoking.
Okay, so question B, the answer is yes or no. Yeah, yes. So you just put yes because all are non-smoking rooms.
Oh, are the rooms air-conditioned?
Yes, they are.
That's good.
Okay, so the answer C is yeah, yes, once again. Okay, so now more modern or newer hotels in the UK or in Europe, they provide air conditioning.
And is breakfast included?
No, breakfast is 10 euros extra, but it's very good.
Okay, so question D, the answer is no. Yeah, no, it's not included. You need to pay 10 euros extra, but it's good.
Okay. Oh, and one last question. How far is it to the city center from here?
Around 2 kilometers. It's a nice walk.
Okay. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome.
Okay, so the answer for E is yeah, 2 miles or 2 kilometers? Yeah, 2 kilometers. Okay, so 最后大概2公里啦。So 2 kilometers is quite near, so you can walk from the hotel to city center. So 2公里走路应该走没多久就可以到。And also for question 1, you can use this symbol for euros, like a C with 2 lines. 就是 C 中间画2横，就是欧元的符号嘛。同学可以认识一下不同的国际货币的符号哈。Okay, so this is a useful, realistic conversation if you are booking a hotel abroad. Okay, so remember to ask about the room you want, and also air conditioning or breakfast, and also the distance to the location you want to go to. 那当然离你想去的地方越近越好哈。 OK， 好，那最后几分钟我们来看一下第3页。OK, and also this is the transcript. So the traveler is Spanish, so we can hear the accent of him, and our receptionist is British. OK, so it's standard British English. OK, 所以刚刚的一些口音的部分，同学可以再注意一下啦。OK， 那一些语态的部分 is breakfast included. Remember use a passive voice， 就是被包含在这个费用里面，注意一下那个被动的使用哈。So kilometers, Kilometer or RE for British spelling。OK， 所以公里的拼音一样会有字尾 ERRE， 英式跟美式的差别，同学可以再注意一下哈。OK， 所以应该不会太难，那就是再熟悉一下这些实用的语汇。Okay, so let's focus on part B, useful language. So here are some language things you can say as a traveler booking the room, and also on the right of your page 3 handout are things you may hear from the receptionist at a hotel. OK， 所以这些实用的语言的部分一样给同学做参考。那我们下礼拜有时间一样会让同学做口语对话哈。那我们稍微讲一下。So let's highlighted phrases are the useful phrases you may use when you are asking about booking a room. For example, how much is a single room or a double room? 所以单人房 single room for one person, double room for 2 people. 单人房、双人房的讲法注意一下哈。Book a room or reserve a room.OK， 就是去订房预约 ，so book here as a verb， 所以 book 当名词是书，当动词是预定的意思，知道一下哈。Do you have any non-smoking rooms? Are the rooms air conditioned? OK, with ED。我们稍微补充一下，冷气有一些不同的字尾变化哈。OK, so if you use air conditioned with ED.It's an adjective to describe a situation of a room with air conditioner. OK， 所以形容词加 ed 哈。OK， 那你不要讲冷气机 ，if you are talking about a machine, then it's air conditioner with er. OK, but there is another noun phrase called air.Conditioning with ing， 有点像动名词的用法，它指的就是一个冷气的整体设备提供的状况啦。With air conditioning， 就是有冷气这个设备服务状况，所以它有不同的字尾变化，词性跟意思不大一样，注意一下。So air conditioner is the machine, air conditioning is the situation with air conditioning service provided. Okay, so breakfast included. Okay, and how far is it to the city center? To what place? And then do you have a room with a view? For example, if you are going to a seaside hotel, 比如说海景套房，海景第一排 so usually a room with better view, maybe at higher floor, and it may be more expensive. Okay, 不过有时候蜜月海景套房，你想要更高层楼看更远，那你可以问一下观景套房。So usually a room with a better view will be more expensive. Okay, do you have internet or Wi-Fi access? 现在人应该都需要网络嘛，那大部分现在旅社都会有网络 ，Internet or Wi-Fi, that's wireless internet. Okay, a wake-up call, a morning call if you want to get up early. But nowadays, usually you can use your cell phone for alarm clock. And then room service, 卧房的服务 laundry service if you want to wash your clothes. And check-out time, 退房时间 for example, usually about 11, okay, before noon time. And finally, the air conditioning. So this is a noun phrase about the whole system of air conditioning. Doesn't work. So 有东西坏掉了，要请他修。So finally, sorry to bother you, but the television doesn't work. So this is asking for help, asking for fixing service. Okay, so it's about time. That's the end of our class today. So remember to give me your worksheet for dialogue of giving and asking directions. Okay, so see you next Tuesday. Bye bye. 那刚刚对话讲稿交给我就可以下课了哈。